That was cool because I was already doing it. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey
I have a surprise for you, Brittany, that you don't know about, and we haven't talked about this.
I hate surprises.
Well, okay, so our guest today is Brad. Okay, I'm gonna murder his last name, so I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, story time. My son is half Serbian, and his last name is Veletic.
Mm-hmm.
But you pronounce it Vuletic.
Yeah.
And so I naturally just want to say PETRINEC, and I don't think that's correct. Anyway, so he has this huge... Yeah, we'll ask him. We'll just ask him.
He's here.
He has a hat collection that I am so envious of. I mean, this man's style is...
beyond.
I call it like anywhere from like, I would describe it like grown-up skater guy to like gentle pimp.
I like that one.
When he does like the fedora and his that like leopardy. Oh, I just want to pet him. I just want to pet the fuzzy Brad. Just pet him. Anyway, so in honor of him and in honor of Bearded Hero coming up, and the fact that you always have on your tiaras, and I'm not really a tiara kind of gal.
It's okay. Oh, hey!
I got the top hat.
Little ring-leading ass bitch.
It's so big. It's so
cute.
big.
Needs a little sparkle.
It will. I'm going to dress it up, but
she needs an outfit.
It makes my head look very tiny.
I mean,
and I got like the curls, or I'm like the blonde old lady Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Or yeah,
I'm like Slash's mom.
Yeah, Slash's mom.
But yeah, so we're gonna do the show like this.
Okay, let's do it.
We're just gonna see how she goes.
Hoodie, by the way, love it.
You got what?
The same hoodie. OH. Speaking of.
No.
Oh, whatever.
I cannot, around here, I cannot wear Ohio State. I will get jumped.
But anyways, this is even cooler. So, if you guys are watching, there's only 3 people right now. But guess what? Detroit!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! I'm excited.
So, I was going to wear my, I had a shirt made 4 years ago. And it's based off of a picture of our guest that he posted it, and I laughed so hard at it.
But she stole it, folks.
I did.
Mine.
And it's, I'm trying to show it here. Can you see it? Yes.
Oh, I see it.
So I had that, I did ask, and...
Oh, that's so funny.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Like my laptop and my computer, or my laptop and my phone are doing 2 completely different things right now.
Hey, Miss Jen.
There you are.
Okay, Miss Isa says you look like a magician.
I mean, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
So anyway, I had that shirt made 4 years ago, and I could not find it today, and I am heartbroken. But it's okay. I have the top hat, so meh.
There you go.
There you go. Speaking of Bearded Hero, that's coming up.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've gotten most of the things in the mail that I need. I'm waiting for like 2 or 3 crucial pieces, and then I'll be ready. I'm not competing, by the way. I'm just dressing up.
I'm just throwing it out there. I am competing.
Now, I'm gonna help out a little bit here and there for an hour or 2 here and there. And
yeah.
a shit ton of money and have so much fun and make all the memories. Also, don't forget, meet and greet is at 8 to 10, I believe. And then
I think so.
you are Speedo, bring a change of clothes because we're going to go sing karaoke afterwards. 10 o'clock at the meet and greet, though, meet for a group picture.
Yes.
This is, I don't know the word. It's supposed to be really paramount, right? Is that a word?
Yeah, paramount.
What does that mean, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
important.
Very important.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like a smarty pants, but we all know I'm not.
Yeah.
It is very important that everybody who's a great comes to the group.
I was going to say, you just say very important. It's very
I
important.
wanted it to sound cooler.
Okay.
It sounded dumber.
You just wanted to sound bougie.
Yeah. Something.
It's okay. I love you.
It's tries to make me intelligent. Tries.
So we have Bearded Hero, and I'm competing. I told you about my beard, right? Yes. That I was making.
Yeah.
So in true Whiskerina fashion.
You're just now starting it.
No, it's almost done. But I'm completely doing a separate beard.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a whole different beard.
Or are you just like starting over?
No, I'm just going to save that one for something else, and I'm making a whole new one.
That's fine.
Because that's what I do. I look ridiculous in this thing.
You really don't, though. I don't feel like.
I feel like I should like pull a rabbit out of it or something. Okay, so Bearded Hero is the 25th.
Yes.
Correct? It is at YOLO's.
Look who that is.
Is that El Chapo?
That's El Chapo in the house.
We have El Chapo in the house, and I'm wearing this stupid ass hat.
House. Look at you. We got Jen. Thank you, Jen. It is her.
Okay, so yeah. Bearded Hero, they are doing their categories, you guys. They're kind of setting it up where you need to go on the Bearded Hero comp page and tell them what you're going to be competing in. Yes, because that's how they're going to do
recently. Yeah. People are wanting to cut down and compete in multiple categories. This one's gonna be a banger, guys. So if you got a long ass beard and you're willing to have some fun for charity, what the hell? It'll grow back. Don't tell my husband that, but your guys as well.
Billy should be a whaler for Bearded Hero.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
We have other ideas. Don't worry.
Oh, Lord. Okay. And then the week after Bearded Hero, are they still looking for raffle prizes for Bearded Hero?
I believe so. So if anybody has any last minute ones, something you're bringing, definitely let Jen know. Get a hold of her, send her a picture and a rounded down price of what the basket costs, because they do have to give them a verified amount of what the amounts of the raffle baskets are for the Indiana lottery.
Yeah.
If it is. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it's like a new thing this year that they have to do. So.
Yeah, if you still have raffle baskets, by all means, let's get that going. Hello, country.
Hi, yes. And then the week after that, the Saturday after Bearded Hero, is the
Clash
Hiram's
Whiskered.
Yes, Clash of the Bewhiskered.
It's gonna be fun. You see the line?
I'm going that. Yeah, that's only like an hour from us.
Yeah, we'll be there too. So
actually,
that's my daughter's birthday, her 13th.
Really?
I'm trying.
Is she gonna be there?
I'm attempting that. It's gonna be her. She's been begging for a year and a half now to go.
I know. I feel so bad.
She got to go to Friends Regiftmas in Tri-County.
Yeah. I still have her gift, by the way.
Yeah, she'll be excited. So hopefully she gets to come to that. Hopefully everybody that's not able to make it to Hero is a Hero can also come down to Hiram and support that as well. That'll be fun. And
yes.
then I feel like that's about as far as we're gonna go because that's like 4 weeks ahead.
Yeah, that anything over that.
And guys, like you guys gotta plan accordingly, all right?
Yes.
Or
my mom has it all marked out on her calendar.
Yeah, I have a calendar too. But Billy and I have a calendar. We have the beard calendar as well. We have the Mad Viking beard calendar that came out last year too. We just can't hang it because that bitch is so thick. I just back the Encyclopedia Brown.
Wow.
It's a good time.
So can we? Do you want to get to our guest now? Because he's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
So I made like a little intro thing.
This was like you got to do our intro first.
Oh my god, we haven't even done that, have we?
Sidebar, 11 minutes in.
Okay, so we'll do that first because I know he won't be mad if we do that real quick because he'll dance.
Thing we did because he's kind of. Oh, that's it. And you want to know something? One of those beards in my intro picture was at the last year's Murder City Circus.
Was it? You know.
Ash.
Huh.
If you
okay,
know,
so if you have not met this gent, this dapper gent, you've probably heard of him or heard of something he's done. He has quite the reputation for showing his ass. Literally.
Quite.
So this is how I would describe him. He has a great vibe, a huge heart, an infectious smile, and the ass cheeks of a 21-year-old albino.
Oh.
And
I wish I would have had it pulled up to see.
A 21-year-old albino?
Like, yes, your cheeks are white.
Okay.
So we're the
I've calmed down a bit, guys. Like I keep my clothes on for the most part these days. I'm like married with a 15-year-old stepkid and like.
I know, and your wife is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. I like her. She's cool.
Dead.
Oh my lord.
She's prettier than you.
I agree. She's definitely prettier than me.
And you know the funny thing, when you guys first made it like Facebook official, I read her name and I thought it said Misty Storm. And I was like, that is the coolest freaking name ever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Storm, but yeah, that would be cool. You know what?
Yeah, I was like, what? This is awesome.
Totally change your name to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll even hyphenate my name to be PETRINEC Storm because that'd be cool. Like, Taco Storm. I would love a Taco Storm.
Ooh, you guys could be like a taco tornado. The Talknado.
Exactly.
Talknado.
I would live through that. That would actually keep me alive.
Yeah, we're gonna make a movie.
All right, that sounds good. How's it going, ladies?
We're doing good.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Hey, so you said something, Brittany, about if you're wearing a Speedo, bring a change of clothes because you're doing karaoke after. Why the fuck would you bring a change of clothes?
So
that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You wear your goddamn Speedo to karaoke.
That's not my rules.
Well,
The next bar, the bar that has karaoke, you have to have like shirt, shoes for service. What? Not my rules. I'm not from Indiana, man.
I don't know, man. So if I can get there on time, I'm not wearing a shirt and shoes into this.
I feel like if you wear your fur coat.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. I think it got ripped last time I wore it there, so it's like $200 to fix it. So I don't want to rip it again.
That's the thing that I had seen Jen post in passing. That if you were going to the meet and greet, cool, raise money on Speedo. But if you're going to the after party,
you gotta wear clothes.
or bring some clothes, not a change, just
I'll see
some.
I'll see what I could do. Now, I don't even know if I can make it in time because I work during the day on Friday, obviously, and then
Right.
Lame.
Hey, shut your mouth. I have to make a living here.
Right. We're gonna pay for this lifestyle we live.
You listen, I wish I didn't have to, but I do.
Right.
So we'll see how long it takes me to get there. I think I could probably make it in time though. As long as I leave like straight from work. But
Well, it doesn't start until 8 o'clock, and I'm sorry, but like that's late for my life. So
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know. Well, I don't know. I can make it. I get adrenaline at these things, and
right, same.
later, so.
As soon as you see like 3 people outside smoking of the venue and you're parking, you're like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Like,
Here we
it's good. I
go.
hope it's warm enough to have a cigar and chill outside. But that's the thing. Like this time of year, if it's not warm enough, I don't want to wear a Speedo outside. I mean, I'm probably gonna have
It's
to.
for charity though.
I know. I did. So I am the last Bearded Hero. I did not compete in the Speedo portion. It was the only time ever that I didn't compete in it. Like honestly, the very first one they didn't have the Speedo category, but I still wore one. Like I wore the mankini that year. Me and Brad Anderson were the only ones that wore. Yeah, the green mankini. Yeah, me and Brad Anderson were the only ones with Speedos. And then after that, they're like, "Oh, we should make a Speedo category." And, I mean, I'm not gonna like take the blame, but I think maybe it's because of
verification. Second venue is making y'all be dressed.
Like dressed up or just dressed
until comp night, because the second venue is where we'll also be doing the comp. So
wait,
Friday night you have to have clothes on at Charlie's or what's it? Yeah, that
Wait,
place.
hold up. But Saturday I don't have to, right?
Saturday you don't, because that's comp day and that's a category. So
I ordered a special outfit.
I feel like there's gonna be more like public there maybe Friday because the karaoke.
You know what? Fuck the public. It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Damn the man, save the empire.
I'm just agreeing.
Yeah, you know what's funny though is like in my youth and up until recently, I've always been like, "Fuck corporate America, fuck society, fuck this," and I'm still like that. But now I like work a part of corporate America and like have all these.
He's like, I am the man now. So
yeah, I'm totally like.
So I saw. Speaking of work, I saw in your pictures that you had a backpack. A while back, like a year back, and it said FCA on it.
Yeah, that's what I work for.
Is that the Fiat Chrysler?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where I work.
He's a Chrysler girl.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we talked about that. You mentioned something.
Yeah.
Started there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I work on I'm in the cluster group, so I work on the instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, and and actually I'm working on the new electric charger right now too.
Hey, can we all gather together for 1 second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gathering like this?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay. Fuck you.
Fuck you. I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, I love you. I love you.
I've been like pumping myself up all night for people to be like.
Oh, by the way, I love your shirt. I don't like the Ohio State one. Sorry.
It's Ball State. It's Ball State.
Oh,
not
okay,
Ohio
that's cool.
State.
I can dig that. I don't know what Ball State is, but I can dig it.
Me neither. I did the same thing.
It's
funny.
I mean, I like balls, I guess.
Exactly.
So, are you an Ohio State fan?
What?
Are you an Ohio State fan?
No. I'm from Michigan, dude.
Well, that's what I'm asking. You said
no. My sister lives in Columbus, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, I mean, honestly, like, I don't really give a shit about football, period.
Literally, me neither, but I love Ohio State.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I don't really give a shit about U of M or Ohio State. But you know what makes me hate Ohio State is I was visiting my sister when she had just moved to Columbus, and we went to Thurman's. Are you guys familiar with Thurman's, the burger joint? So there's a burger joint in Columbus. It's really fucking good. They're like famous for their burgers, whatever. So we go there and eat, and my sister still had a Michigan ID. And so they checked her ID because she ordered a drink. Obviously, I don't drink, so I didn't. But anyways, dude looks at her ID. He's like, Michigan, what the fuck? And he like put it down, and he never came back. And he was our server. It's like, we sat there for an hour waiting. Like, what the fuck? We had to get a different server. So that makes me hate Ohio State. And
yeah,
like,
I would have talked all this shit. Same.
That's crazy.
You guys, and I love all the people I've
I'm
met. in
sorry for
Ohio,
that.
but yeah.
Yeah, of all of us.
Yeah, it was a bad experience. But like, I mean, you guys have some good tobacco pipe makers in Ohio, and like, obviously, some of the best beardos are in Ohio, and beardettes, whiskerinos. So like,
True.
you know, whatever. I just don't like driving through. Oh, another time. So my buddy and I were driving through Ohio. We were going to Pittsburgh. This is before I got into bearding, and he was a tattoo artist, and like both of him and I were ex-criminals, whatever. And he had his gun on him, and we're driving through, and we got pulled over by a state cop. And so he's like, you know, just so you know, I have a gun on me. He had his, you know, it was all legit.
Right.
But the cop was like, what the fuck? When were you going to tell me that? And like, I mean, homeboy, my buddy is like, you know, he's like 6'5", covered in tattoos, like his face and throat and everything, like all that. And like, we just don't look like nice people. So they literally had us on the side of the road for an hour and a half, searching the car, going through everything, running our shit. And it's like, yeah, we have criminal records, but they're from a long time ago. And like,
Ohio State Troopers for you.
Yeah. So that was another bad experience of Ohio. And then they ended up writing me a ticket for speeding, and it was like $150. And back, you know, this was like, I don't know, 10, 12, 13 years ago or something. So back
well,
then,
in my defense, I came to Detroit 2 years ago.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I know. Well, we don't have it at the Tangent anymore because of that.
I literally walked outside like after we left the event that night, and I was like cracking jokes like, sure hope we have tires.
Yeah, and then
and somebody's standing right outside. Yeah. She goes, "Is this your car?
You jinxed yourself, man." Yeah, that's.
Sorry. But I went to the dispensary that night, and they didn't touch my little white bag.
Oh, well, good.
My little white paper bag. They didn't touch it.
Well, good. Did they actually steal anything?
They took. I had a Carhartt purse that I used to wear to work. It had nothing in it though. I had all my wallet and shit in my vest that I wear. Yeah. So it was just an empty purse, like sitting in the seat, and they.
That's why they smashed your window, though, is they saw your bag in the seat.
I'm like, cool, you got a $20 bag.
Happened to me too.
2 $300 car seats. There was cash in the center console and shit. They
didn't take any of that.
Dumb criminals. Nothing.
Yeah. No,
cards, cash, nothing.
Well, good.
Cards, cash, and weed they left behind.
Well, good. I mean, so then you just had to, you know, did your insurance cover the window?
First, all right, I'm coming back.
Yeah. Did your insurance cover the window at least?
Yeah, we did Safelight, I think, and they fixed it. Cool. It was just a cold ride home that night. It was fine.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there. When I moved to Detroit from the suburbs.
They got a lot of people that night, though, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, every night, every year.
But I will say this last one was perfect.
That's why, that's why we switched venues. And honestly, like most of us in the club, we grew up going to Smalls, where the venue is now. Like we grew up going to punk shows there. Like the show I was telling you about that I took my stepkid to.
It's a perfect spot.
Yeah. Perfect. And like, you know, we know the owners, and like it's just way cooler. I'd rather work with punks any day. We were working with hippies at the Tangent, and they're just so like, they're dumb, man. Like I
don't pay.
They're just lazy and fucking like they just don't want to like deal with anything, and like, man, they're the worst.
Like everybody should just be cohesive and it should all work.
But yeah, I'm actually going to the Tangent like in 2 weeks or whatever because I'm going to a show there. But
great.
I will hopefully not get my car busted into.
Well, here's I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks. Me too.
You just need to print off. This is what I figured. This is my anti-theft device. I'm just going to start printing off like pictures of hoarders' cars and like taping it to the inside of my windows.
Well, that's
whenever I go anywhere.
Yeah, but they're gonna bust into that for sure. You gotta.
Well, not if it looks like it's packed with just shit.
Okay, maybe not, but usually the rule of thumb is don't leave anything out, and you're fine. Once they see a bag or something like that, that's when.
So I had my purse covered up with a book bag. So they literally broke into my car and moved book bags to find that empty ass purse.
That's weird.
I was in the middle of like a string though, so they were like on a roll. They were
Yeah,
just
it's
they
usually how
were
it
hitting
goes.
and getting at that point.
Yeah, Chapo's theory is it's someone that lives in there.
Yeah,
Like
for
he
sure.
thinks that it's someone that lives in that building. They see a show going on and they go through and they smash the windows.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of little apartments all around the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen.
Damn.
That'll happen in Cleveland. That's fine.
Yeah, it happens everywhere. And that's what, but it's a targeted area. So that's why, once again, that's why we moved. Like we had a parking lot that we were able to use the first couple of years, but every single year there's always an issue with parking, except for when they had that lot open. But then they tore out that lot and they're building a building there or something. And it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? What are we going to do? And they're like, oh, we've got someone that drives around. It's like, okay, dude. Yeah. As soon
I
as they
talked
turn the
to him.
corner, all the windows are
Very
smashed
nice,
out.
Very nice gentleman he was.
Yeah.
Well,
So
way,
you mentioned
super excited that it's at a new venue at Smalls, and that place is fantastic.
Yeah, Smalls is dope. It's harder to find parking there because it is still street parking, but it's safer.
Yeah, it is definitely safe. There's lights everywhere, a bunch of businesses around. So.
And there's so much good food around there. I don't know if you guys got anything to eat beforehand, but like that's the Polish part of town. So like we've got Polonia, Polish Village Cafe, and then also there's a lot of Yemen food too. So if you like Middle Eastern food, tons of it there too. Like they actually do the call to prayer at whatever time of day, and it's pretty cool. But anyways, the circus is a ways away. We can talk about Bearded Hero if you guys want. even though I don't really
way off track. It's
I am going. There's a bunch of us from our club that are going, so it's gonna be a good time. I am competing in the Speedo category since it's the last year of it.
So will you guys be there Saturday morning?
Yeah, I'll definitely be there Saturday morning. I mean, I'll be there Friday night. I just don't know what time.
After this.
Huh?
Message me after this.
Okay.
About Saturday morning.
Okay. Cool. Is there like brunch or something? Cool. I like food.
It's a secret.
Anyway,
wait, what?
Okay. We're gonna talk more about some questions that Bethany has sent you.
No, I did not send them.
Oh, she didn't send them to you.
No, I don't know. Shit.
No.
So I'm gonna she sent me
a
handwritten list of things that she wants to talk about. So I'm gonna let her fire off because
okay.
I'm always talking and I don't want to talk.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take my sweater off. I'm getting warm.
Oh Lord, he's stripping down already.
No, I'm not. I mean, like, whatever.
All right, fire away, lady.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Rapid question. So you're a member of Murder City.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Why do y'all look so mean all the time? You just look angry.
What? Do I look mean?
Because you're
no, I'm not mean, but like in most of the pictures of like you and I mean,
we look angry. We're like the nicest people in the world, man. Like I don't know. We all grew up in the punk. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us grew up in the punk scene and like in the Detroit area, and you kind of had to have a tough exterior. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
That looks so nice. I would shake his hand.
That's my favorite picture.
No, it's just hold on, my laptop is going all screwy. So y'all are gonna.
I grew up watching like mafia movies and gangster movies, and I always wanted to like marry an Italian woman so I could marry into the mob, and it didn't happen. And instead I went into corporate America. And
what are your opinions on the movie SLC?
Oh yeah, it was great. I don't know, it was a good time. I loved that movie. Yeah, I mean it was like cheesy, but it was still good.
Oh, cheese, super cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you want to be when you were young?
I wanted to own a pet store.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then like I was always into drawing and art and stuff, so I went to school for graphic design after I got sober. So like a little bit about me. I think you guys probably already know, but I'm in recovery. I've been sober for 19 years now, since 2003. So yeah, I'll have 20 years in September. So
congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I used to smoke crack, shoot heroin, all that. I was homeless. But I got sober young. I was 22 when I got sober, almost 23.
That's
And
amazing.
and like, so rebuilding my life, I started to feel like I was stagnant. Like I'd been sober for a couple of years, and I'm like, okay, like what do I do now? And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to school. And so I went to school for graphic design because I was always into drawing, and I used to do graffiti. And I was like, well, graffiti is like the same thing as doing logos, right? And like it's not, but that's kind of what I thought. That was my thought process on it. And,
Right.
I ended up doing really well in school, and like then I got a job, and then another one, and now here I am, somehow working for Chrysler.
Yeah.
Killing it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a super story, man. A lot of people, I know, I personally am in recovery myself. I have
Awesome.
cousins, family members. My brother actually just yesterday moved into a sober house. So,
oh, hell yeah.
Totally get it. Love that.
Yeah,
I have all the respect in the world for that. That's amazing.
well, hell yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's not easy. Like people are like, why don't just quit?
All my friends are dead.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. Like, everyone I know is,
Yeah.
I
started losing.
My
So
friends are bearding community. The people I grew up with are no more. It's
right. Yeah. So I got,
Life.
like I said, I got sober at 22. And after my first year sober, I lost my first friend. And it was actually the person who introduced me to heroin. He was my friend Danielle's older brother. What happened was he just got out of jail, shot some dope, and that tolerance was gone. But he didn't, when you get out, you're thinking, oh, I want to shoot like 2 packs or whatever. And
I got this.
yeah, so his mom found him on the floor with a needle in his arm. And then a year after that, my best friend at the time died. And like the thing is like when I was shooting dope, I was gonna give him some, but he was in prison for 5 years before, like while we were all shooting dope and doing all the things, he was in prison. So he kind of like stayed away from some of that. So when he got out, I was like, yo, man, do you want to try this? And he's like, no, no, no. And then one time he was like, yeah, actually, why don't you split a pack in half for me? So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll leave it in the bathroom for you. And I mean, being the junkie that I am, I did it all and didn't leave him any. But anyways, a couple of years later, I get sober and he gets into it. He ended up moving to New England, and they found his body in Providence, Rhode Island. And then like every year after that, at least one a year, I lost friends. So
Yeah.
and it's still happening.
Still
Like,
going strong, yeah. It's worse now.
oh yeah, it sucks. Like I've still got a couple friends that like from back in the day that, I mean, I don't hang out with them anymore, but I still see them on Facebook or like
on Facebook,
once in a while
man.
Yeah, once in a while they'll reach out to me and be like, hey man, like I want to get sober, and I'll tell them like, okay, cool, like let's hang out, whatever, and then they never do. So,
it's a sad reality, but definitely if anybody ever sees this and they're like, hey, I'm struggling, I'm sure if you're a man, you can reach out to Brad.
yeah.
If you're, please feel free and reach out to me. I get it. We get it. It's a definite struggle, and you're not alone.
Absolutely. Yes. Anyways, yeah, on a lighter note.
Right.
Anyway.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey,
No, but
there's
like,
Cran. Hey, Cran. You fucking asshole.
yo.
No, that's
say-
not nice, Brittany.
Cajun gets to cuss at him all the time.
I know.
Hi, Cran. Love you. Miss your whole face.
You're lying now. It's not nice to lie.
I do miss Cran.
Okay. Favorite beard comp other than circus?
Other than the circus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know. I love them all. So I love Bearded Hero. That's definitely in the top tier. I've only been to Whisker Mania once, but I fucking loved it. It was such a good time. Man, like, are we talking like just one-offs too? Like I went to Worlds in Austin, and that was like one of the funnest and coolest experiences that I've had. And then Great American.
2025.
Huh?
PA.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be dope. And like Great American in RVA in Richmond, Virginia in 2018. That was one of my favorite comps. I really like the bigger ones. but I also like the smaller, more intimate ones.
I like the small ones, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the first competition I ever went to was in Boston, actually Somerville, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston, and it was at like an art collective, and it was to raise money for the art collective that was there or whatever. And it was like it was so much fun, and it was like I had never seen anything like it, and it was cool because it wasn't a bar, it wasn't a bunch of people, like nobody was even drinking. It was just like super weird, like. And I've always been into like growing up in the punk scene, you're into weird shit, right? Like,
Right.
and like so when I went there, and the reason I went is I did a Google search. I'm like, you know what, I have this beard now, and like I should be in a beard club. I don't know if they exist, but they should. And like I don't know if there's beard competitions, but they should exist. So I bet there is. And so I Googled it and I found that competition and I went, and it was one of the coolest things I had ever been to. Like, and so like after that, I was like, I need one of these where I live. And I lived in Worcester, Massachusetts at the time. So I was new out there. I'd lived there maybe less than a year. And so I started asking around, and I met with the local beard club because I met them at that competition. It was the Boston Beard Bureau, and I threw my first competition, and then
So
the rest
I
is
want to say
history.
something about that. One of our not next week, but the week after, I have one of my coworkers coming on the show.
Oh, sweet.
He's from Massachusetts,
Oh, hell yeah.
an area, and he most of the time has a beard. He shaves a lot, but he's like an author and an artist, and
Cool.
like super, like he's super fun. So that's fun that you said that. I love that. I'm gonna ask him tomorrow if he knows about that club. Actually,
So they don't exist anymore. The Boston Beard Bureau, yeah, they fizzled out shortly after I moved away. I did throw that competition 2 years in a row after I had already moved back to Detroit. I was trying to pass it off to the guys in the Boston Beard Bureau, but they would never take it over. They're just like, yeah, we're going to do it. And I gave them all the contacts, and then just nothing happened. So I'm like, guys, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm running this Detroit
super
shit.
cool.
I can't do Detroit and Worcester. Like,
right, yeah.
You can't? Are you sure? You could.
I did for 2 years, but like I was done with it. I was like,
It's like you have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Sponsorabilities.
Yeah. Responsibility.
So anyways, I love them all. As long as they're for charity, I love them.
For like 30 seconds, put my kids to sleep. Bethany, ask away. I will be right back.
Okay. I shall do my best.
Cool.
Hi.
Hi.
I know you said that you and Brad had worn the Speedos to Bearded Hero or somewhere the first time. When did the actual Speedo wearing begin?
When did I start wearing a Speedo?
Yeah, I mean like the public Speedo.
Are you talking about like at a competition or just
in public, just outside the house, not at the beach?
So I bought that mankini back in 2007, I think, to be Borat for Halloween, and so I wore it then, and I wore it to a Halloween party, and then I never did anything with it after that until Bearded Hero. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking be Borat at this fucking competition. And it's gonna be great, and I did. And then it was fun. It was a good time. So I've only brought that out a few times. I did wear it to the beach in Mexico a few years back too. That was awesome. People were like, "What the fuck?" There was like groups of ladies that were trying to get. They were taking their photos with me, and it was a big thing. It was fun. It was actually the first trip.
Yeah.
My first international trip, and it was with my now wife, but she wasn't at the time. But it was a good time.
Now, what was her response? Like, what was her first reaction
to me? And
like when you came walking out and you had that on, and you're like, "Let's go to the beach." I mean, was she like? Did she just? Because my husband just kind of smiles and shakes his head now.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what she did. I mean,
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think she was all for it though. Like she's pretty open minded. She does not want me wearing it with when the kids are around. But I understand.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, listen, once they're 18, that's fair game. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, they're not kids anymore. They're adults.
Yeah, they're grown ups now, so
They're
can
grown ups.
deal with my bullshit. And honestly, Misty was like, she's like, you can wear your Speedo in Mexico, like just regular Speedo, just not the mankini, because the mankini is a little bit more revealing. But like a regular Speedo, she's like, it's very European. People wear them all the time, and like it's true. We saw people in Speedos like in Mexico, and I was like, fuck, I should have brought mine because I didn't bring it this time.
Yeah.
But from now on.
Yeah. So the picture you have on Facebook of the beach and the mankini and Misty's just sunbathing next to you. That's where I got the 21-year-old albino.
Yeah.
Because it was white.
Yeah, I mean,
It was white.
Always bathe. Like I don't sunbathe in my mankini usually. Usually I'm wearing like
No, you're not just like out in the yard.
No, but
some rays.
I bought some really short shorts that are like gym shorts, but they're like Daisy Duke gym shorts, and I bought them because I want to mow the lawn in them. I just want to I want to freak my neighbors out. Like I'm the only white kid in
boots on.
I'm thinking like 1980s gym coach with like the socks and the old school Reeboks.
Right.
There's probably a photo of me in that. I bought it to wear to Great American this past year in Utah, and I wore them there. And I know there's some photos floating around of me in them. I don't know. I'd have to like really dig through my phone. So.
That's awesome.
So fun.
So circus was my first beard comp.
Oh, sweet.
And
welcome. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did not ease into the bearding world.
Ooh,
no, was it the first one or which year was it?
It was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was probably the first or second one then.
Yeah, it was. Well, that's the first time that I met Brad Anderson, and he was wearing a pink Speedo.
Oh, that was the first one then.
Okay. It was crazy, and I loved it, and I was hooked.
Good.
So, but I haven't been back to one because.
What?
I know. Shit just happens.
You mean?
She's slacking.
What's that?
You haven't been back to the circus, you mean?
I haven't.
Yeah. Well, come on out this year. It's November.
I will.
November. Also, we're hosting Great American in 2024. So, like, that is.
Is this breaking news?
Oh, well, I don't know if it's breaking. It's out there. But yeah, it's Detroit 2024, September of 2024. Like, come. It's national level competition. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a good time. It's at the Masonic Temple. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Like so there's like 2 welcome parties. There's a Thursday night welcome party, a Friday night welcome party. There's going to be an after party after the competition because it's an all-day thing.
So party.
Yes, but for like the Thursday night welcome party, we're doing an art show, which is actually an exhibit of Eric Perry's photography from the circus over the years. So like all of his photos he's done at the circus every year, he's gonna pick out his favorite photos, and it's gonna be at an art gallery, and so that's where it's starting, and then we're gonna kind of take over the whole.
So a little bit of fancy,
part of Detroit,
a little bit of freak, a little bit of crazy, a little bit of charity.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'm just gonna take that whole week off.
Right. Yeah, you should, because we're working on the host hotel, and hopefully, I mean, the plan is like I'm working with one of the casinos in the area, so the host hotel would be at a casino, and it's within walking distance to the venue, as long as you're okay walking a couple blocks through Detroit. But yeah, should be a good time. We're gonna set up a bike tour. I think the Friday welcome party, before the welcome party, we're going to set up a bicycle tour throughout the city.
It was like bikes.
Yeah, like a pedal bike. You're going to ride your bikes through the city. There'll be rentals available, and there's a guide.
What about power ones?
I mean, you could use one of those. They do have those as well. So, and I believe they'll both be available for rent. And yeah, he's going to take you all over the city, and then take you to the registration party.
So if you want to check out Detroit,
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
I love you.
Well, yeah, it's a family-friendly event.
oh yeah, well we're parental advisory as well. So.
Look,
But-
I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it nice and hippie over here.
Oh, okay. I'm not nice.
Love, all the love.
The hippies fuck everything up apparently.
It happens.
It's true.
So all I'm hearing is that Brittany and I need the tandem bicycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm on the back.
And no, I'm old.
And
What's
means you're
considered
wiser.
old?
You know more about bicycling than I do.
Yes, I'm a professional bicycler.
My crown has to be on the back or it'll radiate in all the drivers and blind them.
Oh, right. Yes,
That
for
would be-
safety.
The mass collision of Detroit during Whisker.
Well, yeah, or Great American.
Great American.
Yeah.
Catastrophe.
I can't with you right now. I can't. I just can't. So, okay. You have,
Yes.
like, Murder City is an awesome club.
Thanks.
You guys, I mean, just, you guys show up.
We have fun.
I mean, you just
Show
show
the
up.
fuck out every time.
It's awesome.
yeah. we
But
have a good-
what I would like to know, because I like to stir the pot, it's what I do. Who is your favorite member
I don't have
of
one.
Murder City?
I don't have a favorite. That's weird.
You have to. You have to pick
I
one.
love
That's
all you guys,
weird.
man. They're all my people. Like they're all great, man. There's no favorite. Like I love Chapo. I love Harper. I love Ganip. I love Logie. I love all the guys, man. Like
I think Harper was probably one of my first Murder City members I met, actually.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's our VP now.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And for it, that's for sure.
Yeah. And okay, so because I stalked your Facebook pictures. It's what I do. For the show, not just
Dude, it's
for like.
That's
Fun.
your
cool.
I just want to clarify that I don't need to catch a charge.
Dude,
And I noticed over the years you have rocked just about every facial hairstyle,
yeah.
from sideburns to chops to just the mustache.
Yeah.
But there's one that I have not seen.
You won't see it. I will not get rid of
Ever?
my mustache. You're not. You want me to do a whaler? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just
No.
saying I did not see it in
Hell
the
no.
in the beard
I'm
style
never getting rid of
picture.
mustache. No.
Everything can go but the stash. Fuck
Exactly. Yeah. Everything can go except for the mustache. Yeah. I did shave it. I mean, you've seen
I
me
love
with a clean
having
face,
that
right?
that makeup.
Yeah, I've seen you with a clean face, but it was just odd because I'm flipping through and like the sideburns. Oh my god!
The chops.
Like you can grow some sideburns.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, there's that, and there's this, and I didn't see a goatee. I don't think
I
didn't really like study them.
I did, when I shaved to the mustache one of the times, I did go to goatee first, but it was like a Van Dyke, and it looked really cool. But I only did it while I was shaving because I showed my girlfriend at the time, and she hated it. She's like, "Oh, you look like a new battle nerd. What the fuck? I hate it." And I'm like, "Okay, I will." You're an
Voltron.
asshole, but I want to go mustache anyways, so that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I didn't even get a photo of it, but I thought it looked cool for a second. Like it was like a Van Dyke. It wasn't
For a
like-
second, until she said it wasn't.
Till she dogged the fuck out of me.
Right?
Women do,
The
man.
chicks are so mean.
Okay, okay.
Like even my wife. Well, no, my wife's cool. Like she doesn't want me to shave ever. Like I mean, she likes the mustache or the beard, but she's like, I don't want to see you without facial hair. Fuck that. I'm like, okay.
So when Billy and I got together, he was actually like 0 to 4,
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 years ago,
Yep.
and I
I
happened to
remember him those days.
talking I was like, wait, what's this? And he had like a super long beard, and he has not shaved since.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm
I
competing in
get
Worlds in June. I'm going to Germany for Worlds, and I'm competing in Dali, so I will be, and I'm competing in mustache at Bearded Hero, so I will be shaving the beard. But every winter, I usually grow the beard now, and then in the summer, I go back to mustache. So it's like,
it's comfortable.
yeah, exactly. Like I like the
No,
sun on my
I see
face
a
in
lot
the
of guys
summer,
that do
and
that. Like a lot of guys are mostly styled stash, like freestyle, and in the winter months they just let it grow, man.
yeah,
I
it's cold.
also say about that, we have our bearded family reunion Labor Day weekend.
Oh, cool.
And last year we were sitting around the last day, and I was just finally like looking around. I was like, you know what? I have never seen all you motherfuckers for so long be like so ungroomed. Like we were at the campground, nobody had oils and balms and hair dryers, and so all the guys were like super grizzly, and I was like, I feel like this should
That's
be.
how I live my life. Is I live it pretty grizzly. I only am like groomed at competitions.
Now, can you walk us through like a normal competition day for you? Like, how long does it take you to
Get ready.
Yeah.
Depends what style I'm doing. Am I styling my mustache or am I doing a freestyle beard? Like, and
So
I
I
haven't done a
a lot of
freestyle
guys
beard in a long time.
freestyle takes them a long time. I know that's why a lot of comps try to do freestyle first.
Yeah.
That way you can get ready and then possibly wash out.
See, we always used to do freestyle last. Whenever especially back when I threw the comps in Worcester, freestyle was always last because it was like that's what people were going to see, right? Like back when earlier days of beard competitions. Now it's like I feel like most of the people that go to comps, they've been to a million comps, so they're like whatever. But like back when it was still new and fresh, it was like that's what everybody's there to see. So you want to put it at the end so that that way it's like the finale. Like, oh, check it out, freestyle! It's so cool. There's like 2 competitors. But yeah, so me normal comp day. I mean, I don't know. There's not really any normal to it. Like I'll wax my mustache depending. So if I'm doing Dali, I do Dali like for the bigger comps like Great American or Worlds or Nationals. And so those types of comps, I will take a little bit more seriously. I'll actually like trim down the sideburns to basically nothing because you're not supposed to have them. And I shave my face. Usually try to shave my face day of because I want to look perfect. Sometimes I'll go right up to it and everything, and then I'll put the wax in the mustache and take it straight out first, and then I go up with it. But then, it depends. Like there's sometimes where if I do like an imperial mustache, sometimes I'll do hairspray in it instead of wax. Yeah.
So when you shave when you're just doing stash, do you do regular like 5 or 6 blade razor, or do you do
I have a straight
old
razor.
school one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my question. The big fluff and the cream.
Yeah, I totally. Well, so I actually I was a part of that do the dollar shave club or whatever.
Yeah.
And they give you that. There's like it's not actually cream. They have this like clear like stuff that I like that because
I've
can see
actually
what I'm
been
doing
a part
better.
of before.
So yeah. So do you know what I'm talking about? The clear like gel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I use the shave gel because I like to see what I'm doing a little bit better. But like sometimes I will use a cream and a brush, but like it's been a while since I've done that.
So my dad's dad did the big fluff and the straight razor and stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like I love that kind of shit. That's so cool.
Well, same. So I'm like a ritualistic type of person, right? Like even like back in the day when I was a junkie, like my thing was like I really liked the process of like cooking up the dope and fucking putting it into your syringe, or like when I was a stoner and I like just packing the bowl and like breaking the weed up, and I smoke a tobacco pipe now, right? And it's like the whole process of smoking a pipe. I age my tobacco and like I bring it out and I break it up into a bowl and then I put it in my pipe, and so like
a lot of people
it goes along with shaving.
Yeah, a lot of people realize like the things that we take on make them better. We make them better habits and in better processes. And
Yeah.
you just made
And-
me love 10 times more, 100 times more through and through today. I love it.
Well,
So
good.
Well, no, and
I'm so glad for today.
I do the same thing. I mean, it, like you said, it's part of the process. It's the process that makes it, I don't want to say better, but maybe like more fulfilling.
Yeah. Well, it's
You
like,
know?
so in life, I've always been about the journey as opposed to the destination, right? Like, yeah, sure, you can fly somewhere real quick. And I obviously, if I'm going to like Cancun, Mexico, I'm going to fly there. I'm not going to drive. But like, I like the journey. I like being on the plane. I like going through the airport. I like people watching and seeing all the new experiences and all the new smells. And just like, I really enjoy the process in the time it takes to get somewhere.
Get there.
And whether it's in life in general, or if you're on a vacation or a road trip or whatever, I really like the journey.
It's to get there.
And obviously the destination too, but like that's a part of the journey for me.
Yeah. Definitely.
Have been amazing. Oh, I gotta announce this guy, Mr. Timothy High. He has been unseen for weeks and weeks and weeks. Hello, sir. I'm glad you're doing well.
I don't think I know him, but hi.
He is a soon-to-be nomad sinner.
Hell yeah, cool.
In the Nevada area. He has had some pretty serious surgery on his
Oh.
brain, so we're glad that he's doing well.
Good.
So with Bearded Hero coming up and the Speedo competition,
Yes.
and this is my last question, and then we'll let you go enjoy your evening.
Cool.
Do you have any tips, tricks, pointers,
For
words
the
of
Speedo?
encouragement? Yes.
Oh, dude,
Maybe
just
for like the first timers.
No, you just gotta have fun. You gotta let it. It's all for charity, and it's all in good fun. Like, first off, don't take yourself too seriously. Second off, it's not about the competition, it's about the charity. And third off, it's fun. You're going for fun. You're going to have fun for charity. And yeah, there's a fucking competition, but like, who gives a shit if you win?
Fun too.
You're there to raise money, and you're there to have a good time. Meet new people. Talk to the new people. Like, I don't know, man. Like, just
reach out.
So much to do, and it's just such a good time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And just do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah,
It.
just do it. And
Yeah.
don't worry about being groped. You probably will be. Like, I'm groped every year, and it's whatever.
And that this is coming from a man. So ladies, I don't feel like this is so much of an issue with us.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean, I
feel
don't know. Maybe
more of the older crowd.
Yeah, don't grope women. If you want to grope me, whatever.
If you want to grope Brad, that's fine. Don't grope the women. They might hit you.
They probably
The
will.
funny thing is, though, it's
we
mainly
don't.
the men.
Yeah.
But women don't grope the men. That's where we're coming from. This isn't.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. Have respect. If their butt cheeks are hanging out, it's because they're trying to raise money.
Exactly.
Hand them a $20 bill, not your hand, man.
Yes.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
That's it. Brittany's gonna walk around with you at Bearded Hero, and she's gonna be like,
Gonna be
no,
the
no.
Hero Speedo bodyguard. Like, where's your
Yes,
20?
she's
I
gonna
see
be
your
like,
hand,
bad
but where's
touch.
the 20? Where's the 20?
So mine's not like totally a Speedo this year, but it's like, it still is, but it's not.
Like costume-ish.
Yeah, I'm not telling. You'll see.
Well, yeah, you can't. No.
I'm just guessing from like the theme.
And like, I'll wear something different, obviously, the first night. So as long as I can make it in time, I'll just wear something I already have.
I also had this conversation about, I was like, hey, we're doing Speedo, but it's Friday and Saturday night. So am I allowed to judge someone if they wear the same Speedo Friday and Saturday night? Because that would be like me wearing the same panties.
So,
and that's gross.
In years past,
so you need
it's
two
not
Speedos.
a matter of judging. It's a matter of who raises the most money. In years past.
No, I said like me personally.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Judgy.
That's your opinion, man. You're entitled to it.
But
You can
if
do
you
whatever
want
the
to be
fuck you want.
hygienic, get 2 different Speedos.
I will have 2 different ones.
See?
Yeah.
Or at least 2 of the same.
Yeah.
No, I will have 2 very different ones.
Cleanliness.
But I mean, I guess there's probably people out there that don't have a collection of them.
This is
I don't
true.
know those people, but like,
You know what? I bet the hotel has a washing machine. That's probably fine.
If not, there's always the sink.
Yeah.
There's a sink and some soap.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Just be clean, folks. Don't be stinky.
yeah.
All right, Mr. Taco.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on, ladies. This was fun.
You are a blast. Thank you so much. We
Yeah,
will
of course.
see you in a few short weeks.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's been way too long for this. Like,
have fun at your concert. I'm jealous.
oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm going alone, so whatever. But cool.
Bring
Bye,
me a
guys.
drumstick or something.
Bye, Brad.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
Oh my goodness.
I had a sidekick all night long.
I know, I see him. He's being so cute.
He'll be 6 years old on Monday.
What?
He's currently wearing all of his pajamas inside out. Because
Nice.
if they do that and then flush an ice cube down the toilet, apparently it will snow and they will not have school. So,
I mean, it sounds
if
logical.
you're in the snow and your kids have their clothes on inside out, you better fix that or they're having a snow day. I don't know. It's a thing.
See, when my son was that age, he would wear his pajamas inside out because my son Lane, he's 14 now. He has ADD, ADHD. He's on the spectrum.
Right.
And the tags and the seams on clothes irritate him. So he would usually just wear his pajamas inside out.
Oh.
And sometimes, like, the silky ones are not so silky on the inside. So he would.
Well, the teacher at school told the kids, if you wear your pajamas inside out and flush a ice cube toilet, it will snow. So that's what we did. But I'm supposed to drive tomorrow. I already told Bentley's dad. If it knows I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm driving tomorrow too, so.
I'll be there Sunday, not Friday. We trade off.
I know.
It's fine. But anyways, we had a killer effing show. Taco is one of my favorites by far.
He's so sweet. He is.
Detroit. Fuck
you.
Thank everybody for watching us.
Yes, thank you guys.
Bearded hero. Bring your dollar bills, y'all, for the Speedo competition.
Yes.
And I believe there was one other thing that has to be cash.
I think the raffle, isn't it?
I'm not quite. Yes, because of the lottery thing. So raffle and Speedo. If that is different, we will correct ourselves in another post on our Sideshow page. But
yeah.
Register if you're going to compete online. So they have an idea. So they can, I think, for the most part, the categories are in line. But definitely register. It makes it easier on everyone. Come on Friday night. Come on Saturday night. Every day. Let's have some fun. Hiram fall weekend. We have, what's today? Thursday. So we have Sitting on Sunday.
Yes, we have those guys. They're awesome.
Favorite. That's my favorite. But we'll be on, and then you got your Bearded Business, the pack, us,
and then us again.
And then it's just like a revolving door. And then we'll be at Hero, and then we're just gonna keep on carrying on, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Mr. Baker. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Thank you, Mrs. Cook. Thank you, Mim. Thank you,
Thank
Billy.
you, El Chapo, for tuning in.
Chapo. What the
Whoa.
hell? He's one of my effing favorite. He was one of the first and one of my favorites that I met in the bearding world, so I feel super lucky about that. He might
Yeah.
not know me, but I know him.
And
But
you know the funny thing?
everybody, you guys kill it. Like, you guys kill it every week. You come here,
Yeah.
you watch us, and that's weird. And I love weird, so.
Yeah. We kind of like the weird, the
I
odd.
like weird. I'm here
Yeah.
for weird. All right.
All right, guys. So enjoy your weekend. Make good decisions.
Drink your water and don't be a salty bitch today.
Or tomorrow.
Make good decisions because bad decisions end with bad consequences.
Yes. Love you guys.
Love you guys.